all coming to you, John.
Raise, re-raise, re-re-raise. Scott Fishman has taken down a very tasty pot there. Welcome back to Full Tilt Poker, Late Night Poker. No one has gone out of this game yet. We still have 8 players battling around the bays for $200,000.
Pass. Pass. Raise to 3,000.
With the ace queen, the matador makes it 3,000 now. Standard raise, 3 times the big blind.
Pass.
But looky what we have here. Phil Ivey
Re-raise to 10,000.
has him very much covered here with the big slick. Tricky hand to play, isn't it, Robert? Ace queen.
Really is. The trick is Phil Ivey has a short stack. That's the tricky part here. So all in, all in. I can't say that I fault Carlos Mortensen for this, even though he is dominating.
Ace king is the all-in hand for Phil.
I think it's your turn.
Let's see the flop, please.
That's why I thought I know you were lucky.
So 9-5 deuce.
That's a pretty clean board for Phil Ivey to start with.
Turn card.
That is good.
Oh, a lot of tie cards now.
I'm happy with the deuce or 5.
Me too.
I don't need a queen. I don't want it.
Let's see the river, please.
It's a queen on the end, though. It's the end of Ivey. And it's not. He makes the double up. There's a chance at the table for all those other players to see the departure of the one man they fear the most. But hasn't worked out that way. Instead, he's got lots of chips back in front of him now.
Phil Ivey, he's a legend.
Phil Ivey, he's not much good.
Don't know, is he an internet qualifier?
Well, I don't have words for Phil Ivey.
Pretty much watched every tournament he's won, every bracelet he's won. Kind of like an idol, really.
Pass.
Ben Roberts has got pocket queens here.
Raise to 2,800. Pass. Pass.
He's made it just under 3 times the big
Pass.
blind.
Yeah, he probably wants a little action with pocket queens.
Pass.
I think he's going to get some action here, Roberts, from Phil Ivey.
Phil just got those chips.
Call for an ambulance. There's going to be blood here.
Raise to 8,200.
Yeah, this is a really
Pass.
tough spot for Ben Roberts. I'd be surprised if he can get away from this hand without going broke. And he does. He moves all
They
in.
all go in, and it's going to be an instant call from Phil Ivey.
Ben's got a pair of queens, and Phil got a pair of kings.
You got it,
Let's see the flop, please.
How you do it, man?
Here comes 10, 9, 6.
7-8 would do.
Turn cut.
Now for Jack King.
This is 7.
There you go.
And get an 8 for a split pot. For the straight, of course.
And let's see the verb, please.
Few people are rooting for me here.
But he's very thin here, and that's not it. And we have lost Ben Roberts. It's been anything but gentle there for gentle Ben. Ben Roberts will play no further part in this final. It's late night poker, and we've lost Ben Roberts. There are now 7 players, and they're all looking to take down the title of champion 2010 and $200,000. interesting that one of the tighter, or at least more solid players at the table is the first one to depart in this final.
2,400.
Raised to 2,400.
Matt Perrins here with Jack 10
Pass.
suited.
Pass. 7 of clubs.
And Aikenhead with the Jack 10 suited as well.
And they're also both red. Hearts and diamonds.
It's one thing to be raising up with that hand.
Call.
Calling's a little bit more tricky once that's happened.
Pass. Call. Call.
So Matt Perrins made it 3,500 to go, and we've had 3 callers here. Means the pot is now pretty tasty.
Four players. Check. Check.
Deuce 5-9 rainbow. Not a good flop for any of these hands.
5,200.
Bet 5,200.
Very smallish bet into this pot size, 14,000. Now he bets 5,200. Looks suspicious to me.
It does, but none of these players have got anything in front of them really, card-wise.
But that hadn't stopped him before. I mean, come on, these guys are playing the meta games as well.
Raised to 11,900.
No, he's pushed it right up.
Pass.
He's
Pass.
definitely got the better of Perrins so far.
Yeah, he really has. And they put Matt Perrins in a really tough spot here.
6,700 to call for Matt Perrins. He's got 34,800 in front of him. Could he just about afford to peel off a turn?
I don't think so. Plus, if he hits his hand, he doesn't know if it's good. I think he has to shove or fold here. I don't think he can just flat, even though it's so small compared to the size of the pot. But I do think he's going to consider shoving here. He's looking at his stack size.
Well, he allowed Aikenhead to push him around before, and he's done the same again here. And James Aikenhead has definitely got the measure of this young man.
Yeah, he's got his number right now. I think he knows a lot about his style of play and his game, and he knows what he's capable of doing, and he's playing against the player. I mean, that's great poker when you play against the player and not the cards.
It's full tilt poker, late night poker. We've lost one player. Gentle Ben Roberts has departed, but we still have 7 players left, all looking to be crowned late night poker champion 2010. James Aikenhead has picked up the aces here under the gun. How does he play this one, Robert?
Well, I definitely like an open raise here.
Raised to 2,600.
What might work in his favour is he's been quite active in the last few hands, and he might not get the credit that raise deserves. Somebody might come back at him.
Yeah, that always disguises your hand strength when you get involved in a lot of pots. It's just hard to put you on a hand.
Pass.
Round to John Duffy, who has a very playable hand here in the small blind. He might like to take a look at a flop here.
Well, plus he's in for part of it already. I mean, I know it's only 500 of it, but it feels like a good place to make a call.
We raised to 7,600.
Well, I guess he fancied his chances with the king-queen a lot more than we realized.
This is one of those glorious moments in poker. It's what poker players dream about. You're getting bet back at, and you've got the aces.
We raised to 18,400.
I guess if you think John Duffy possibly has queens or jacks or kings, something in that vicinity, give him a chance to get it all in pre-flop. I mean, against a really aggressive player like John Duffy, I would have leaned towards flatting there pre-flop. Just give him a chance to hang himself, especially if it becomes a king or queen high board. You might get all his chips. John Duthie's trying to decide if this is just raw aggression coming back at him or if it's a real hand.
Pass.
Leaves him back with 67,000, and it's a smart move there from John Duffy. Means we have a new chip leader as well, James Aikenhead.
Alright.
Perrins has now closed the gap up at the bottom of the leaderboard, but his peer, James Aikenhead, is
Pass.
acting pretty peerless at the moment.
Pass.
It's really putting on a display here.